Sometimes the reality of life makes it hard to accept what the future's holding for all of us. Higher force calling us, unexpected visits to the coroner. When tragedy, pain has befallen us, and as we getting older, you quickly realize that you have to be stronger than you ever been. Lifespan has to be longer. Too many people taking life for granted. Too much negativity.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your mother man, Chef, the Talk of New York. You see my man, Crooked Smile. Crooked Smile, how are you, my brother?
Doing great, man. Locked up in seclusion and stuff, but still living, man. Still living.
Facts, facts. Now, I don't even want to talk to Crooked because obviously you see on the top, we got the big homie, Trap Gambino, the king of Vegas. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm out here enjoying this weather. We're in phase 2 right now. Or actually, I think, yeah, phase 2 right now. And gyms are opened up. I'm ready to get in, man.
Now, before we go into any questions, I know the last thing I seen that, and I don't remember the name, but it was something like egg something that you were doing the punches with.
Egg weights, yes. Oh, egg weights, man, they're awesome. They're basically just, you know, you ever go to the gym and shadow box with weights, you know, a boxing cardio workout. They're basically the same thing, but they're shaped like an egg, so they fit in your hand, and they have a loop on it, so, like, it don't fall out of your hand and stuff. So egg weights are awesome, man. They sponsor a lot of MMA fighters, and they support a lot of us, and we support them.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Nah, I seen it. I was like, oh, that's official right there. Like,
yeah, they're dope.
now, like I said, and I have a lot of people excited when I told them about Trap Gambino. One person was like, how much weight have you shed already going into this fight? Like, people are more interested of the weight loss. Like, it has to be a good amount with the work you're putting in.
So, you know what, man? This all started like years ago, just working out, trying to lose weight. And I never, ever had intentions of fighting. But when you post yourself on social media, hitting the bag and stuff, and you're a big guy, people like to talk. So
yeah,
I almost feel like I got hated on to the point where I had to do something about it. And the hate kind of made me who I am today. And it brought me here. And I had no intentions of fighting. But people kept talking and people kept talking. So I was like, fuck it, man. I guess I have to lose weight and fight. So I lost about maybe like 80 pounds. I was 465 pounds when I started. I'm around 380 something now. So hopefully I'll be around 350 when the fight actually happens.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of weight, but when you're as big as me, the weight kind of just falls off, you know, when you're doing the right thing.
All right, so I'm going to go into it now. I did a whole bunch of these, and I was trying to write them out where we could, like, come out on the same way I want. If you can answer this without catching a case, where did you get the name Trap Gambino from? Like, and I'm not trying to get you arrested. So the name Trap, you know, like.
So this is actually interesting. Back in the day, I was big into rap music. I used to perform and stuff like that. And back when I came from like a little small town, so I was in like their first ever rap battles and stuff. And I kind of made a name off myself there. And back in the day, it was like 2003, 2002. Everybody was something Gotti or something Gambino. And I'm Italian, so I was like, everybody always called me Trap, and it's just short for Travis. It has nothing to do with like trapping in the hood or nothing like that. And everybody called me Trap, so I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm Trap Gambino now. And the Trap Gambino thing stuck all through life, basically, and that's what everybody calls me.
That's what's up. So, like, when people try to talk, do you do the, hey, how you doing? Forget about it. You know what I mean? Like,
all the time. All the time, man. I have Ubers that like refuse to pick me up because of my name. It's hilarious. It's
my
crazy,
fault, Crooked, my fault.
No, you good, man. It's natural what you do, so we all used to it. So besides,
yeah, especially in Vegas, right? That name
right.
Carries some weight around here.
since Chef, always wants to get hood and everything with it, I want to change it up a little bit, get a little spicy. So I just want to know, how did you get into lingerie fighting championship and judging?
Oh man. So when I came out to Vegas, I'm not gonna lie, I was homeless. Yeah. Oh, nice. You're a fan. That's
Shout
what's
out,
up, man.
shout out to the partnership.
Hell yeah, LFC. Shout out. So when I first came here, nobody knew me. Like you could Google my name and like probably nothing came up other than like criminal records and shit. and, uh, so like I just try to make a name for myself, man. And I was doing everything I can. I would show up in gyms looking to spar. I'd show up at shows trying to get front row, and I would just try to put my name in every little thing. And then my Instagram started blowing up. And one day LFC hit me up and was like, "Hey, would you want to be a celebrity guest judge for LFC?" And I was like, "Hell yes! Why wouldn't I?" They loved how I showed up. As soon as I found out I had that little window of opportunity with LFC, I had to show out. So I went and I rented a limo, and I got like fucking 20 models, like some of these girls were on the top model show and shit. Like these are legit published models. And I showed up with a bunch of alcohol, a limo, and a bunch of girls, and they loved it so much that they hired me on the spot, man. So they was like, "We want you at every fucking show." And ever since then, man, it's been a full-time gig for me. So now you'll see me at every LFC event.
That's what's up. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, it's
All
crazy.
right, so like Crook is more the professional one. I like the street stuff. It's what I tell it to. I seen a video, and there's like two of them that's on your Instagram where your wife, the mob wife, she like punches a guy, and like he's just laid on the floor. I mean, like bleeding, busted his. So
Yeah. So go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask, how does that even come about? That
Hey, how you doing, brother? So sometimes I get these weird fans that want to hit up my wife. Some of them like want to buy foot pics and shit, and some of them want to get punched in the face. So the punching in the face, I figured we kill two birds with one stone. And not only is it good money, but it's great content, and the fans love it. And we think these people are fucking, like, we think they're off their rocker, honestly. To get punched by a professional fighter dead in the face and pay them for it is just insane to me. But that's the thing for some of these fucking guys. So we, oblige them, however the hell you say it.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm glad I'm not the only one with a little man bun
I think our boy Chef froze again.
That's okay. He froze on the bunny. He looks cool.
It's all right. So we're just gonna, keep rolling with it since he'll come back. But
okay, cool.
My next question for you is, what was the toughest match for you to judge in the LFC, and what fight was it?
The toughest match. So they get so it's like pro wrestling there, right? It's a mix. Like everything's most of the time it's predetermined and shit. But they don't understand what happens behind the scenes. And sometimes behind the scenes there can be some drama that comes out in the fucking match. And there's this girl that I had like problems with behind the scenes, and she's fucking huge, man. She's like 6 foot tall. I mean, if I fought this girl, she'd probably give me a hard time. I'm telling you, this bitch is big. And so we have problems behind the scenes. She comes out and she does her little intro. And how you doing, brother? What's up? Shit, I have no idea, brother. But anyways, yeah, man, I live in the hood. Sorry about that.
It just stops mid-interview. What's up, brother? Love it, man. Love it.
Oh, man. That's funny as hell. That's the first time anybody's asked you for pain pills on a Skype interview, right?
That's the first, man. There we go. You heard it first.
But anyways, so she comes out and she does her little thing, and she puts her boot up on the table, and she looks at me. And as soon as she looks at me, I'm like, oh, here we go. Because sometimes they do shit that's like kayfabe. Well, they claim it's kayfabe, but it's real. So she starts talking shit to me, and we kind of like get into it. And I'm like, how fake is this? where's this gonna go? Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This wasn't planned or anything like that. So she talks shit to me, and she goes in the ring. She takes off her outfit with the lingerie underneath, and she fucking balls it up into a little ball. So I'm there with all the models and everything. I'm trying not to get embarrassed and shit. So she balls this dress up, and just, she's in the middle of the ring, and I'm on the outside. She wings it at my head like a fucking baseball, right? And thank God I had the slip to just like do this. But it fucking skidded across my head, messed my hair up a little bit. She was trying to fuck me up, dude. And that was a hard one to judge because I wanted so bad. I was the judge that gave her that fight. I wanted so bad to take it from her, man. And it's weird how they it's like pro wrestling there, but it's also not because they don't tell the judges to judge a certain way. Sometimes they're just like, hey man, have fun and whatever happens happens. However you feel is however the fight plays out. And these girls' records reflect that. So it gets crazy over there, man. There's real drama, fake drama. Sometimes the real drama gets into the fake drama. It's LFC.
Yeah. So now I don't want to cut you off, Chef, but I know like a wrestling company called Impact Wrestling. They actually have they had a concept of the 3 judges and stuff like that. Is it something similar to that where it's like in the rounds and they score it like that?
It's exactly like that. So when I first started, I was a guest judge, and they try to have like actors and shit. And at the time, I was in a lot of movies and shit, so that's why they got me. And it'll be like it's 3-round scoring system, 10-point scoring system, same as boxing, same as MMA, all that shit. It's basically up to us who wins and loses if they don't go to decision. And another cool thing about LFC is they don't write all the matches. Like some of the matches are actually written by the fans, and the fans will pay for these matches to be played out. You know,
Oh, wow.
Girls in lingerie. You can kind of connect the dots there, but these old rich guys will, pay these girls to fulfill out their fantasies, and then they get to come and fucking watch it in person in front row. So it's pretty fucking cool, man.
They're pretty much similar as a custom match.
That's exactly what it is. Most of these girls. So you know what session wrestling is, right?
Sadly, it's in the profession, but yeah, I know what it is. But hey.
It's kind of this is a loophole for poop holes, if you know what I mean. There's definitely a loophole here.
Yeah.
So all right, now my question, because I'm a weed guy, I don't know what to say, but I see you smoke a lot of chronic. What's your favorite strain? And have you ever smoked Louis the 13th?
Let me see what this shit is right here. I think this is like bubble gum or some shit. I usually go for indica, but I've been trying to stay to these, and oh shit. My phone went black for some reason. I've been trying to stay to these and off of the actual trees for the fight camp. But honestly, I'd say indica just because sativa, like I'm a black belt when it comes to smoking, man. So like, I need something that's gonna put me in a coma. I literally walk into stores and I say, "Hey, give me something that's gonna put me in a comatose." They usually hand me like the best shit they got, so it's always indica.
Oh man. So let me bring it back to the professionalism real quick. So I hear that you're a wrestling fan. Is it something that you would like want to get into, or is it just like a thing for you?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So there's this guy named Frank. I don't want to fuck up his last name, but I'm going to McIntosh. So he's the owner of, or one of the co-owners of Big Valley Pro Wrestling here in Las Vegas, and they're a pretty big wrestling company. And man, I went to one of their shows, and it's like you're watching like the Attitude Era from the 90s all over again. They pull out trash cans and have hardcore matches and throw each other through hockey rings, and it's insane, man. So I was a big fan of theirs, and I came as like kind of like like an influencer thing, kind of cross promotion. They promoted me, I promoted them, and while I was there, I met a lot of cool wrestlers, and watched their super heavyweight match, and I'm like, man, that's something I would like to do one day, but probably after all this MMA shit, because I'm gonna have a lot of wear and tear on my body from wrestling, man. wrestling, I think, is so much more brutal than MMA. It's not even funny.
It ain't no joke. I'll tell you that for being a
Yeah,
person
because
steps in the ring. It ain't no joke.
yeah, exactly. Because like I can choose, like whether depending on my fight style and how good I am and who I'm fighting, I can choose what type of damage I take. And
Mhm.
wrestling, it's like no matter what, you're probably gonna leave that match with a little bit of a concussion. You're gonna take some bumps. You're gonna take some falls. Your back's gonna get scratched up from the ropes. It's crazy, man. I have a lot of professional wrestler friends, and my hats off to them, man. I don't know if I could do what they do, but I would like to try.
Oh yeah, definitely, man,
So,
definitely.
Yo, Crooked, I'm gonna change my question because obviously he's big into wrestling, and we both know that. So I'm gonna try to keep it into wrestling. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up? Like, what inspired you to want to be a wrestler?
Man, that's the easy answer right there. Triple H, 100%, and like night from like 1999 to 2003 maybe was the cerebral assassin, and I love the fact that he took advantage of like there was this whole storyline of him and I remember him and Stone Cold beef back in the day. I think it was at like No Way Out or some shit. It's where it was the time where Stone Cold flipped him in the car with the tractor. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of
So
course.
during that match, there was a promo that just fucking sold me, man. And it was Triple H, and he was talking to I think it was Jr. or something to the Kings or whatever you know how they do the promos, and he was telling them like, man, ever since Stone Cold's been gone, they needed somebody to fill that hole, and I took that opportunity. And of course, it's all kayfabe, and you know, but they
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
with that, and I just love how he took the opportunity to take Stone Cold's shoes, you know, fuck the wife's or fuck the boss's daughter, and you know now he's running shit. So it's like, it, to me, that guy was so inspiring, man. He literally came from the bottom, all the way from the, I mean, literally from the bottom when they put him at the bottom from that hugging shit when they killed kayfabe or whatever,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and then he obviously at the top now, man. So I can do nothing but love that guy. I love Triple H. Big fan of Triple H.
Definitely, definitely. Cannot complain one bit about that one. All right, so I'm gonna take it a little bit off of wrestling. So that's what we do. We always go off track here. So far,
It's cool with me.
so far, what is the highlight of Gambino brand? Like, what has made it into today?
Man, you know what? I literally, I don't, I think the highlight is yet to come. Honestly, I think this fight is gonna be my highlight. But before then, I've done like I've been through much shit, been to so many places, and been doing so much in this little short fucking time, man. I feel like I've done more in the past 3 years than most people done in their whole lives, and I don't know, man. I'm gonna write a book about it one day, but I feel like there's so much that I couldn't pinpoint one little thing. But I can tell you that this fight that's coming up is going to be everything to me, man. Like everything that I've ever done is leading up to this fight. All the wrestling shit as a fan. All the times I played backyard wrestling, hit myself in the head with a steel chair. All the times me and my cousin choke slammed each other through tables, and all the weight loss, all the haters, it all boils down to this fight, man. So that's probably going to be the highlight of me so far.
All right.
Definitely, that's
So I
respectable.
know, you know what it is? It's Crooked is a wrestler. He wrestles in Atomic out here in Florida, so he tries to keep everything wrestling. I'm the complete opposite. Like I like to keep my street stuff and bring it in here. Um, Now, obviously, you rapped and all that. So who was the one rapper or multiple? I don't know if it's Prodigy or if it's Method Man. Maybe I'm a lot older, so I would go with those names. But who was it that inspired you to rap?
I don't want to sound cliche here, but I gotta say Tupac. And after Tupac, again, cliche as hell, but I gotta say 50 Cent. So when I was a kid, it was Tupac. Then when I was a teenager, it was 50 Cent. And I think it's just because simply I can relate to both of them. And you know, 50 Cent was more on the gangster side, but Tupac was more poetry. So before I knew the gangster shit, I knew poetry shit. So I grew up on that. Then it was 50 Cent. Now it's just like I fucking hate all the rappers nowadays.
I'm the same.
Yeah, maybe Travis Scott is all right nowadays. Travis Scott shit. I don't know. A lot of them suck.
All right, so hold up.
I keep trying to tell these. Listen, he's way younger than me. So I keep trying to tell him that there's nobody right now that can step in a ring with like DMX, Jay-Z, Nas, Method Man, Rakim. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't understand that.
I just gotta ask for two rappers, either Machine Gun Kelly and Tom McDonald. Could you at least fuck with them?
So you're gonna hate me for this, but I don't know who that second guy is.
Tom McDonald.
I told you nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. As long as he can say he fucks with Machine Gun Kelly, I can fuck with him.
He don't fuck with Machine Gun Kelly.
You know, I listen to anything. If it's in the gym and I'm hitting the bag, I'm not gonna turn it. That's for sure.
Listen, yo, Crooked, he's being nice to you. He's being nice. He don't do that bullshit. Ask your question and save yourself.
I'll tell you what, Eminem's new stuff I don't like. That's for sure. Ever since like Curtain Call or something like that, I'm not a fan of his new shit. It's too whiny and I don't know.
Why you look sour? Are you gonna ask a question? Are you gonna ask your question?
Nah, I just hate Eminem, so it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I listen to a little bit of everything, man, to be honest.
Like,
I'm a jukebox.
All I'll say is Rap Devil was better than Kill Shot, but that's besides the point.
I haven't even heard Kill Shot, but I have heard Rap Devil.
All right, so you don't want to hear Kill Shot because it was more of a mixed shot.
It's crazy. I'm really not like a fan like I used to be. I'm not in it like I used to be, man. I used to be so hip to this shit, and now I'm just like, all I care about is fighting, man. That's all that's on my mind. People ask me to rap all the time. I'm like, nah, I just want to fight, man. Like, I haven't made a song in like a year or something like that, to be honest. But
all right. So I'm not trying to like stir any pots or anything, but you did just say you're ready to fight. So this leads perfect for my next question I want to ask you.
All right.
So the Faith guy, I don't even know his name. He says that you're not on his level, or he thinks it. Does that fuel you? Or do you think like he's sleeping on you?
No, he's probably right. I will admit that he's probably 100% right. He's on paper, so he's had more experience than me. He's fought more than me. I don't know if he's trained more than me or not, but on paper he's more skilled than me. None of that's gonna fucking matter. I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. Like, all respect to this guy. He's in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't give a fuck who's in that ring, honestly, that night. I trained with some of the best coaches and the best fighters literally in the world. And I know I haven't had a lot of time to do it. But, I mean, there's almost so much you can do to fight destiny. And I just feel like it's me versus Faith. And, you know, it's not the first time I fought Faith and won. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited. It's a big question that I'm ready to answer. There's so many questions that this fight's going to answer. What is he going to look like? How is he going to fight? He's fat as hell. Is he going to have cardio? You know, was he going to come out in like a karate boy stance and get knocked out real quick? Or is he going to come out and actually know what he's doing? Nobody fucking knows, man. And I'm so ready to answer all these questions. Everybody's so curious and excited, and everybody's assuming, and it's just great, man. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to show everybody exactly what's going to happen.
Hell yeah.
So my question, like I said, I was going to ask something about rap, and obviously you're not into it, so I'm not going to ask that shit. Well, it defeats the purpose. If someone's not going to, you know, if they don't want to do it, there's no point. But here's my thing. Like, I've been in a lot of fights and stuff like that, and that energy that, you know, right before you get into that fight, I don't think people understand. There's two types of people in the world. There's one that you're ready to fight, and it is another one that's an animal. And you come up to me like if you're coming in like an animal, and a lot of people don't understand the difference of that.
Yeah, man. So I've had more experience than most debuters because I used to sponsor fighters, And obviously, my wife is a professional fighter, so I've been behind the scenes, and I've seen her get ready for the shit. And every single time, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm just like, man, I feel like this should be me doing this shit, not her. And I almost feel like there was a point where I was pushing my dreams onto her. And a lot of MMA couples do that. A lot of MMA couples be like, I don't think I can make it, but maybe my wife or maybe my husband can. And so they'll put everything into that person's career because they love them. They want to see them strive. And I did that. And it went very well, but now it's to the point where I'm fucking ready to go, man. And I feel like I have an energy that none of these guys are going to be able to match. I feel like I have something that the super heavyweights is missing. And I don't know if you know this, but the UFC does not have any super heavyweights in the UFC. So they also didn't have any girls in the UFC. And it took a special woman to change their mind. Oh, shit. Hey, guys, I'm so sorry, but I got to cut it a little short.
No, all good, brother. All good.
Yeah, my dude just hit me up. He's about to pick me up, and we're about to go spar.
No. Listen, it's all good. We appreciate your time, my brother.
Hey, thanks so much for having me on, guys. It was an honor, seriously.
No,
Yeah, man, no
all good.
problem.
We'll holler at you, brother.
All right, man. When this goes.